Hello, and welcome to my channel. I'll be talking about Battlefront and plans on how to do it. So, I usually use heavy and specialist for it because they're better units. If you use a specialist, I mainly use it for range to supply covering fire, because if you supply covering fire, you can get your points better. But if you do heavy, you're more of an upfront player. And right now, they're my higher leveled classes. So I use those mainly because they're higher, they're stronger. I don't really use any of the heroes. So in this video, you won't see me use heroes, most likely, unless I really need them or it's like the final battle. But yeah, I'll be teaching you tactics and what points to go for and what to look out for when you're playing, how to win. Yeah, so I'm also new to this, so if I'm not uploading videos a lot, and most likely be because I'm still figuring it out. But here I am in the game, and I'm picked heavy, as you can see. So right now, when I start, I always look to see which one's closer, and I go in. I just go and attack. The reason why you see me stop a lot is to make sure that my thing is recording and all. I do play on Xbox, so all of this is being uploaded on my computer. So yeah, but I usually go for like E and B, or E and A, like in that area. I usually go for E mainly, just because it's got like that high ground, so you can hide easier. But I just saw I went for C first, because I decided to. But yeah, you mainly wanna, when you're in a battle, you wanna roll a lot, because if you won't get shot easily. But right now, I'm not going for E because it's being contested right now. But yeah, so let it play out, see what you guys think, and I'll pop in later.
Our forces are taking command post Dawn. Command post Orange has been lost.
So, as you've seen, I've been guarding D, I think it was, yeah, D or C, and I went back to that first point I took because it was being attacked. I go to the points that are being attacked if I have died. But yeah, so as you've seen, I've just been playing, but I'll be having different weapons when you guys come on, and I'll see my videos, I should say. I upload videos. I'm going to be wearing a different skin from now on. It's going to be the 212 Italian skin for all my classes. but you'll mainly see me using the heavy, the specialist. Every now and then you might see me use a assault or an officer, I think it was, yeah, officer. But I'm mainly using heavy and specialist. But what you want to do is, if you are in a party and you are able to talk to people, you want to have your group split into three. If it's if you have 4 people, you want to split into two with 2 groups with 2 people, and then one as like a scout, basically. And what I would have for those groups is one heavy for each, and then a specialist for each. And then for the scout, they can like be either officer or assault. And they'll basically be seeing. The scout will be going around looking at where all the other players are and what they're doing, what the points are being held, what are the strongest points being held, what are the weakest, and then those next 2 groups will be going for like whichever one you guys want to go to, but I would say go for the weakest points being held because those will be easier to get, and I would stand your ground at those weaker points so you can what's it called? Like hold them so they can't be taken. But yeah, so like I said, I won't be using the special classes very much, but I will still be using them. But yeah, I will be having different weapon or same weapon but upgraded in my videos. I am not the greatest to let you know, as you can see, but I will be trying to do my best, show you mainly where to go, what to do, but it's mainly just for fun. It'll also be like my first video, my main video out, but yeah, so I'm gonna let this one play out again, and okay, talk back later, get back on later.
Darth Maul is here. Our forces have started to capture command post Crash. Post desk.
So, now that I've been thinking about it while I've been playing is, when I've been talking about, like, if you have a group of 5 or whatnot, you have to have it invited them into your party. But, yeah, so, that's why when I play games, I'm not great with talking much, but, what I meant by winning a group is when you have to have invited a group of people into your game, and to be able to talk to them and tell them what class they should be using. But, yeah. So, as you just saw here, my tactic has been, watching edges and all, like that in the main hill that's in front of me, And but I had another thing to tell you. If you're ever fighting a lightsaber guy, Count Dooku, Darth Maul, Obi-Wan, and Skywalker, use the supercharged minigun. It's best at like beating up their stamina, and you can get some pretty good damage on them. But as you can see, I've been helping out with E, keeping E, R's for now.
We're capturing command post R.
But yeah, so to be able to talk to people, you have to have invited them into your party. So that's the only way I figured out to be able to talk to you. Either that or have like a private party of friends. But it's the same thing, but instead of game channel, it's like a private party channel. So, but yeah, right now I don't have everything unlocked. So in the future videos, I'll have more things unlocked, more weapons unlocked, more attachments unlocked. But yeah, so I've been battling, I've been protecting A basically as much as I can, but yeah. So you just gotta know the right points to take, and really the correct, like on this map, the main point to take would be the point I took at the beginning, and then it would be C, and then it would be E. Those are the three good points to take because they're up on the high hill, and if you get that high hill, you can you have a better advantage of keeping them. But if you are like D, A, or like those ones on the low ground, and you're trying to take them, you're gonna get flanked from the high ground and behind you because, well, you don't really, like, you see that ledge underneath the bridge, you can get flanked from underneath there if you're not paying too much attention to where they're spawning. That's why I mainly go for those higher grounds. But I'm gonna let this one play out again, and catch y'all up later.
Keep it up. Command post task has been lost. Our forces are capturing command post Dawn. Holding this position.
So as you just saw there, I spawned on A, and as soon as I spawned on A, we lost E. So I started heading over to E, and when I got to E, I destroyed the tank. And as soon as I killed that other droid, you saw Darth Maul come in and just demolish. Whenever you see a Darth Maul, you know it's going to be a sweaty player. So try to avoid them as much as possible because they're just going to be spamming that firing button, which is going to make them so hard to kill because they're just going to be spamming all over you. And it's just terrible to do that with. So I would just try to avoid them as much as possible. But that's just my thing. If you want to get into a battle with Darth Maul, it's up to you. But yeah, so if you look at the top now, you'll see that right now we're winning with the percentage. So we should be able, if we keep up our 3 points captured, we should be able to get to their enemy dreadnought with our dropships. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go, and when the dropships come in, I will get back on. Basically, I get back talking to y'all. So see you then.
We're close to dominating the sector. Don't let up now. Captured all the command posts you need right now. I've sent a transport down to pick you up. This is your window to take that ship out.
So, as you've seen, and also as you heard, we won the ground battle and are now getting our dropships to go to the enemy dreadnought. But getting onto your dropship is going to be one of the hardest parts, because that's where all the enemy droids or clones or whichever team are going to be on they're all going to be camping at those dropships to prevent you from getting on. So always remember where those dropships are going to be if you know you're going to win. So if you're at 95% or even at 90, start heading to those spots where those dropships are going to be, so you can be one of the first ones on, so you don't have to worry about all the droids just coming in and preventing you from getting on, and you gain less time to get on. Yeah, so we're going up to the enemy dreadnought, and the enemy dreadnought, if you think about it, is easy because it has more cover than the Republic destroyer or ship. Republic ship, I can tell you that. It's a lot easier to take care of until you get to the engine room, which is small and not that big. But it is crowded, so all the droids are going to be there. But as you see, I've picked a special class, but that's because of that kind of points, because I've just been using my heavy. But you always want to go for the side that's going to be weakest on, so you can take that point, so you can get your team to the engine room. Because once you get to the engine room, it's gonna be chaos. So you want to get there as soon as possible, because it's gonna be a while before you are able to destroy the engines, because we're gonna have droids and Dooku, Maul, Grievous, all of them just there trying to prevent you from destroying the engine room. But I can't talk right now because this game is a little stressful. You gotta know where your enemies are and what's gonna be around the corner. You gotta think ahead. You just gotta know what's gonna be happening. But you always gotta, one of the main things you gotta watch is the overpass, the overlook right there in the middle of the hallway, because there are always snipers, droids, heavies. There's gonna be at least 3 to 5 droids right there shooting down at you, just as like supporting fire. Would you look at that? There's another one of my special class. That's crazy.
This is it,
But
brothers.
yeah,
The final
I'm
objective.
pretty sure that
Destroy it and
the
bring the
engine
ship
room
down.
changes every different side every game. Like if you're on the same map or different maps, it changes because of how it is. I don't know why it changes, but the engine room does change sides. So yeah, here it's just chaos in the engine room because it's tight and everything. I know I said if you have the high ground, you have a better
We're
chance,
attacking
but
a target.
here you don't have a chance with the high ground. You want to beat the droids at this point because they are just gonna destroy you. So I'm gonna let it play so you can see what happens and all, how you do and everything, and I'll catch back up when I feel like I should. As you just saw, Wookiees are the best to use against the engine room because they have more power. But I'm just letting you know when you get to the engine room on the droid side, if you're going against the droids, always use a Wookiee because they are better to use,
Almost there.
have more
Last
power,
push.
but also use a heavy and just like if you're able to talk to your teammates, if they're your friends and all, have them use heavies because they are just way too overpowered. So yeah, we just won, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed watching, saw how I played. Maybe it'll help you out with everything. But yeah, if you're ever on a droid side, just do everything I said, but reverse. If you are on the droid side, or if you're on the defending side at that, you want, if you're able to talk to your team as well, you want to be able to tell your team that you want basically everyone to be heavy so they can just like demolish everybody because heavies are a good thing to defend with. But if you're same and like I've already talked about, if you're the attacking team, so but if you're ever on the clone side, like you're attacking the clone ship, always use a droidica and heavies because the droidica roll and you can get up close like real quick and get a decent amount of damage on. So yeah, thanks for watching and catch you up in the next one.